Oh, before we go any further, I noticed from our running commentary stream that you get to see if you watch the show live, that our friend Vipercheck, who, as if you're not a regular of the show right now, or by now I suppose I should say, you don't know that Foghorn is an actual fighter pilot, and he took me down to I got myself there, but had the best day of my life out there in out at MacDill Air Force Base and CENTCOM, and I can't tell you how much fun I had. And it turns out that that Colonel Foghorn Malone, as of April 1st, is Colonel Foghorn Malone retired. And I don't know what to say about that other than to tell you that that naming ceremony at the with the rest of the F-16 drivers and other Air Force, even some twin engine pukes down there, as I understand it. It was the most amazing experience of my life. It was absolutely incredible. I can't tell you how much it means to me, Foghorn, and I can't. So I probably won't even try. But for the small, I wish this was a much bigger audience. But on behalf of everybody here in the Stratosphere Lounge, everybody in BillWhittle.com, and everybody in the United States of America, thank you not only for being such a good friend to me, but thank you for many years of service to this country in exemplary fashion, and the job of we do not understand. I have a dim. Hang on, I'm about to do something else that's going to make me want to smash things. There we go. I have a dim understanding of the kind of things that he does. I've flown with some of his wingmen and some of his partners and some of his fellow officers. I got a chance to visit CENTCOM. It took probably 15-20 minutes for them to get all the sensitive stuff off the screen, because God knows you don't want to have me blurt out something because the picture doesn't work out or something. I just start yapping about all kinds of things. But in any event, I got to sit there at CENTCOM. I got to watch these people work, and I don't know. I have a rough idea of how much I don't know. That's what I wanted to say. I've got a generally rough idea of how much I don't know about what Foghorn does, our Vipercheck here. But I can tell you this: there are many Americans that are alive because of him that wouldn't be otherwise. He's engaged some very bad dudes and had a chance to see it on TV, and to have that kind of moral courage and that kind of physical courage as well, coupled with the kind of fundamental decency that makes this country what it is. I just honestly could not be prouder to be a friend there, pal. And I've been threatening to get down there to Tampa in the Long Easy, and I'm going to do it. I just right now it's not flying because the mags are giving me some trouble. Magnetos are. For those of you who may be new, we have dual ignition systems on virtually every airplane that I can think of. I've never seen one that didn't. Dual independent ignition systems. So if you lose one of them, you're still flying on the other, and one of them is an electronic system. It's very advanced and provides a really hot spark and perfect timing and adjusts itself. Fantastic. And the other ignition system is technology that I think probably comes from the 30s. It might even come from the 20s, but it's certainly about that old. It's called a magneto, and basically what it does is it's essentially an electromagnet. And as long as the engine is turning, as long as the engine is burning gasoline and the prop is turning, it's driving these magnetos, and the magnetos make their own spark. So as long as you got fuel in the airplane and the engine's running, you'll keep on flying. If you lost your battery and you didn't have something like that, and your electrical system went down, then you would start gliding. So anyway, it's not fully operational. It's tricky too, I have to tell you. So I always have to put some kind of little thing in here to wander off the beaten trail. The problem with this magneto check was, and this is a little alarming to me, is it might have been bad for quite a long time, because what you do in an airplane, and I won't spend too much time on this, kids, I really won't. You go out to the end of the runway, you run up the power to about, 60, 70% power, somewhere in there, half power somewhere. And you turn off one system and it dips a little bit, and you turn off the other and it dips a little bit. But as long as it runs on both of them, your mags are good. Hooray. Well, I did that check and everything was working. And then on the mags only, with the electronic ignition system turned off, just on the mags, I started putting some power in there as if I was going to, really fly. And the more power I put into the magnetos, the worse they got, to the point where this thing just simply wouldn't run. So once I discovered that, I decided it's time to sit down and keep the plane grounded, because my absolute 100% rule of thumb, and it's a good rule of thumb in aviation or any other aviation or any other business at all that's critical. And my rule of thumb is I will not take off in an aircraft where I have a known defect. Just won't do it, because I figure that's a tough one to explain to St. Peter. Good night. Thank you so much, Linda. Our incredible accountant has been doing such amazing work untangling this beehive of artistic, 20 years of writing and chauffeuring that level of accountancy. In any event, April 1st is a kind of a cruel joke to play on us, Foghorn. When I got the email, I thought, oh, maybe he's just being funny, but he wasn't. And I was going to ask you about the Syrian strike, because I bet it was fun to watch. In any event, congratulations, my friend. I just am so proud to know you, and I could not be happier for you in your retirement. I'm going to fly my little mini fighter down there, and we will fly around over the bay, and we'll have ourselves some fun, and I'll shoot all of you miserable, wretched bastards down just to show you that I can. Nothing personal. And as long as, as long as World War III is fought between American long easies and either Russian or Chinese, Cessna 172s, I think we got a good chance to win that one. So anyway, congratulations, pal. Seriously, in all seriousness, congratulations. It's really, really remarkable, and thanks for everything you did, not just for me, but for the country. Okay, so back to our problem here.